Speak.
Family meeting. Well, what's up, guys?
What up?
So now you do it. Now you do it.
Yeah.
We are back with another full video. Don't forget to talk into the mic because these aren't as good as that video mic. Well, I guess we should start. This is Nathan.
Ew.
And I'm Aleah. And this is Nathan and Aleah. Yeah. Today's video, we're going to be talking about how to maintain a happy relationship. We've been together for 6 years.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I don't even know. Since 2020.
Yeah, so 6 years. And now we got a baby girl on the way. So y'all will be seeing her soon, probably.
Yeah, the little Melly.
And we got our 2 little corgis, and that's our family. Oh, and Tassie Girl, the chunk.
Yeah, the chunky.
Can't forget about her. We thought it'd be a good idea to start a series where we kind of leave life advice, relationship advice. That way, if anything were to happen to us, like our kids would still have like mom
I mentioned
and
it the other day. We were I was sitting in my car on the way, I think either to or from work. I was just like, man, I want to like leave some videos for Melly and all of our other kids like in the future, just in case we did like something were to happen, God forbid.
Yeah.
We have something to leave them where we're just sitting here being present, talking to them, leaving them with little tips and tricks from what we've been through and stuff like that.
Yeah. And, you know, even if just something happened to one of us, I feel like having footage of when we were both here would be good.
Yeah.
And, because you never know. I mean, but, oh, yeah. So, eventually in this series, we do want to make videos to each of our kids.
Yeah.
I feel like we should do them as they come. So, like, since we know Melly's coming first, before she's born, I want to make a video.
Yeah.
And then as I get pregnant with the others, then we'll make videos while
and
I'm
as
pregnant.
we like think about it too.
Yeah.
Just in general, just any advice.
Kind of good luck Charlie vibes,
Yeah.
you know. But this one can apply to multiple people, multiple ages. So we actually met when we went to school together to start, and got together when we were 16 during COVID, believe it or not. And we've been together ever since, and it's, been great.
Yeah, it's been awesome.
So
it's been a ride ever since we've been married, though. It's been crazy.
We've been through it, but you gotta have a happy relationship to get through those hard things.
Yeah.
And one of the biggest things, you know, it's a cliche, communication.
Communication, dude.
It is the biggest factor, and one of the biggest reasons I believe our relationship has lasted this long.
Yeah.
And is so healthy. So, if you can't talk about like anything and everything with your significant other, you got some work to do. Communication is like a muscle. The more you do it, the more you work it out,
easier it gets.
The stronger it gets too. And so you gotta start by understanding, you know, you're both humans.
You gonna fall, you gonna slip up.
Exactly.
You're gonna go through some mishaps.
And it's our first, like it's everybody's first time at life. But if you date young like we did, it might be like your first time dating, your first time learning the ropes of a relationship.
Yeah. And especially since we were so young, we're still learning who we are as a person, and we're learning the other person. So low key, Aleah can know me more than I even know myself, because she can like have an outside perspective and see what I'm doing. Like she can notice my little like tisms a little bit more than I know myself. And it's crazy just going through like, and you kind of know the other person a little bit more than yourself.
And
also,
especially like if you get pregnant young too, it's like not only you're okay. Not only are you learning yourself and your partner, you're also learning how to be parents together. So that's a lot too. Well, one thing is, if you are struggling with communication, or if you know that's like one of your things that you're just not good at, communicate that to your partner. That's where it all starts, is by being blatantly honest. Hey, I suck at this part of
But
relationships.
you gotta be willing to also change. Life is gonna have its changes. You're gonna have to go through, like, you're gonna have to sit there and uh I don't know, compromise. Like,
Yes, yeah.
uh regardless of what you go through, like, you're gonna be sitting there, I'm horrible at communicating. You're gonna have to work on it. You're gonna have to be willing to work on it.
Yes.
Because if you aren't willing to work on it, you're not gonna be you're not gonna be able to go through that.
And that's one of the things where it's like simple things can become big arguments when they're not communicated over time. So if you don't communicate that, hey, I struggle with communication, then that's going to be like explode in your face.
Mm-hmm.
Like your partner's just going to think, oh, you don't want to talk to me, oh, you're avoiding me, or things like that. So that's where it all starts. A great example of this is what I mentioned the other day, or no, last night when we was on the way to Walmart, was Nathan likes the game, and he like, especially when he's got something he's working towards, he's on that game every night. And we've got made it to where we've got a pretty good understanding of, hey, if it's bothering you, one, say something, and two, don't just assume that they know it's bothering you. Yeah. But also, three, know when to compromise. And so, like, for example, we were talking last night how
Rob,
even if, I say, hey, I miss you, like, coming to bed at the same time as me, I don't expect him to do it every single day after that. Like, maybe one night out of the week, he chooses not to play his games. Or instead of doing that, like his off day, like today, we just spend the whole day together. Yeah. And it balances out. So, simple things like that is a huge argument I've heard over a lot of married couples. It's all about that game. It's like, but you got to speak up for yourself, because your partner's not going to know. They locked in. They trying to get that jet on GTA.
Man, I was trying to get the Raiju, bro. And I was saving up for so dang long. And I finally got it.
Yeah. It's good. Like, that's his outlet after work. But the whole gist of this is, like, it's not going to be comfortable when you confront your partner. It's going to be...
It's going to suck.
Yeah, something you just both have to have understanding about. But being uncomfortable is a lot better than arguing and screaming at each other.
Because then, if you don't, like, it builds up quick. We've seen our friends, like, it's happened to them. It'll just build up, and then they'll get into some screaming matches, which it's, like, I was about to say it's okay, but it's not okay to let it build up and scream at each other. But you gotta voice and be able to communicate. They didn't feel like it was a safe space to communicate their problems to each other.
And that kind of brings me to another point. If you are worried that your relationship is hanging on by one tough conversation, there are deeper issues going on. If you can't go, if you're afraid, oh, if I go tell them that this is a problem, then they're going to leave me or break up with me. Honey, that relationship ain't stable to begin with.
It's either the relationship isn't stable, or you have trust issues.
That
like
too,
you have,
yeah.
Like, issues yourself that you have to work on.
And so it's a lot of self-reflecting, but that's how you grow. You just got to grow. Kind of switching gears here. One of our biggest things has been no outside sources. And this is really big when you get married. This is a huge factor. It plays a huge role. But it starts when you date. You got to learn how to do this when you date too. So when we first met, I told his cousin that I was head over heels for him. And so he was like my outlet of saying, hey, what do I do? Like, I don't understand your cousin. Like, what's going on? And then when we finally got together, I quit really talking to him about a lot of stuff. And then slowly but surely ended up, coming to him for it. But that's something you've got to snip in the butt early. A lot of people will leave stragglers around, if that makes sense, especially women. because for one, when you're young like that, a lot of girls I knew, they'd be like, "Oh well, I'm saving him for later," or like, "He's in my back pocket. He's
And
the
that junk is
backup."
so crazy to me.
And it's like, if you're dating for marriage, that ain't how it works.
And it's like with guys, you'll have girls that are just friends, and you won't even like talk to them like that, but they'll talk to you, and you'll just talk back. And like Aleah had communicated with me early on into our relationship that like because my ex girlfriend, she was still wanting to be friends and just randomly talk to me.
Yeah.
And she was like, "I'm uncomfortable with you doing that," so I just stopped talking to her.
Now, and the thing is, I will say, it took me talking to my other friends and them encouraging me, because a fresh new relationship, like, you don't want to be controlling, of course, but a fresh new relationship, it took my friend being like, "No, go tell him, and if he don't, then leave," or whatever. Dramatic. We was in high school. But I was like, "Well, no, like, I actually see us going somewhere." And so I was very understanding, and it took time. And I told him, I said, "I understand it's going to take time. I mean, y'all were friends for so long and then dated. Like, I get it." And that was like your first relationship,
Yeah,
I think, too.
It wasn't even a serious relationship.
Yeah.
It was like a little baby relationship.
Yeah,
it was funny.
But it was like still understandable. Like, you make good friends, especially when you make friends with their family too.
Yeah.
And well, long story short, like a year later, I become best friends with her because we played the same sport together, and so it all like worked out perfectly fine, and we never had any issues for real. But one of the biggest things is when you get far enough in a relationship, you've got to quit going to somebody else for advice.
Yeah.
Somebody else to have an opinion.
Dude, this is off topic, but people will go to Chat GPT with their problems instead of talking to their actual significant other, or they might not even have a significant other, and they'll use Chat GPT. That's a whole different ballgame. Don't try to date Chat GPT, bro.
Yeah. That's like a whole thing.
But yes, go to your significant other instead of Chat GPT, please, because that'll cause problems in its own. Because ChatGPT will just agree with you and tell you you're right always, and it can make you go insane without you even knowing it, because you're sitting there getting validated for saying that you should go cheat, like, and all this shit, and it'll be like, yeah, you know what, you should. It's going to try to validate you no matter what your feelings are.
Or it'll get you to lean further into the temptation you're trying to avoid, type thing. Like, so I've noticed, or even like when it first came out, it was like, and it's only going to get crazier, so we have to talk about this. I mean, we got to talk about this. It's only going to get nuts from here. I noticed you'd talk to it and it'd be like, "You're 100% valid for feeling this way." I haven't, like, I'll use it for like hashtags or things like that for a YouTube video, some simple stuff.
Man, I got to where I don't even have any AI on my phone. I can't.
But if you're going to it for advice, it's not a licensed therapist. Yes, it has access to all of these things that, therapists have access to too, but it hasn't lived the real life experiences and cannot offer you the empathy a real human could. So, like, you're missing on the human connection part, and that may be exactly where you're struggling with. So it's only making your ability to connect with humans even worse.
For real.
And so, just very scary. But one thing that gets me the most is, like, people will go to other people for problems in their relationship when the whole problem is the person they're dating. That's who they need to be talking about, because the only person that can change it is the person they're dating.
Yeah, talking to an outside source is, you're getting your problems out, but you're not even actually communicating that to the other person in the relationship. So you're gonna sit there and feel like, okay, maybe it'll be better now. Then you're gonna go back and they're still gonna make the same mistakes and stuff. But you didn't tell them, so it's technically your fault now.
Exactly. How do they know?
So,
and like he said earlier, the past 2 years have been literally a struggle for us. And at the end of the day, all you've got is each other. Like, point blank, period. Like, yes, you've got family. Yes, you've got all that. But somebody who got your back, you should have full confidence that it's, the one you're with. Especially for marriage. Like, I encourage people to only really date for marriage, because then you learn what you want quicker, and like, you're not just fooling around having fun doing all this.
But don't sit there and trap yourself in a relationship that you don't have to be in too. Especially if like the person is absolutely like, be picky with who you're dating too. Like, don't just sit there and be like, okay, this person deals with me. I guess I'm stuck with them.
Yeah, and it's like,
don't trap yourself.
Okay, if this is for my future kids, make a list of what you see in your future husband. Now, there's a complication here. Pick your non-negotiables, meaning if you can't see them growing into this type of person over time, because that's just not who they are, then you know that ain't your husband.
Mm-hmm.
I had a list, and I went through. I've read it multiple times to him. I'm like, you literally checked all these lists. And it's like, yeah, at the beginning, maybe you didn't check them all off perfectly, but you have grown into that person, and I could see that potential from the beginning. And so, like, for example, people I would consider dating in high school before him, I would check them against that list. And one of my biggest things was I put being open to being like to learn about Christianity and everything. Not being a perfect Christian, not being like they didn't have to already know Jesus, but just being open to that factor. Mm-hmm. And when I could see people had no interest in it, or if I'd bring it up, it'd scare them away, I knew right then and there that was my sign. Yeah. And so when I don't even remember when we first had our first ever like God talk or anything, but I could tell just from the way we talked with our friends in our close circle that I knew he was open to it, and I knew, like, growing up together, kind of the background of each other. And yeah, we're not perfect still, but
never gonna be.
Yeah, and we're never gonna be, but we have that basis of beliefs in common that was very important to me when searching. So it's okay to be picky, and you're gonna feel lonely when you're picky. But man, will you feel so much better?
Because being in a relationship you hate is worse than being alone. Yes. Being lonely. Yes. Because if you're sitting there just suffering, looking over your shoulder, like not even able to communicate, and then also on top of that, whatever else goes on, like like on top of your struggles day to day, it'd be impossible. Because if you don't have somebody you can go to rest and just relax with and love and to care for and just to care, like to love for other things. Because I think being with Aleah has let me be able to, like, because whenever I was before I'd met her and before we had gotten into a relationship, I felt like I couldn't truly love anything. I feel like I couldn't truly attach to anything just because of things that had happened in the past. But I feel like I can truly say that I love things now and I enjoy doing things. And on some corny shit, I can actually enjoy life. Mm-hmm. And it's just awesome. She's changed my life for the better in so many different ways. You're going to make me cry. I'm going to cry when I edit this already. And one thing too is you can't be making me cry. I'm too pregnant for this. One thing too is enjoying life and enjoying life together. So our next point is kind of you spend time in each other's presence, doing your own thing. Like, for example, back to the games. He'll play games. I'll work on YouTube videos. Like, we'll collectively be in the same room and like doing our own thing. And that in itself is also a healthy part of a relationship too, is like not feeling like you've got to be isolated to enjoy the things you enjoy doing, if that makes sense. Yeah. But it's also important that you set aside time for each other to be present with each other. And like little dates, little hangouts, just stuff where just the two of you can have your peace.
Yeah, and we're not perfect at this either.
Yeah, we're still learning. We're still learning.
But I think one thing we both kind of decided on, especially as we're bringing in a new baby too, we want to do this with her too, is taking like a day or two out of the week where we spend the whole day just together, focusing on it, like our family.
Yeah.
And
focus
being present.
On relationships.
Yeah, because that's how you build it. Like, you gotta set the time aside to keep it healthy, to keep it going. Because Oh, this is a good point too. We're going to be at for so long. Every day is a choice.
Oh yeah.
And I told Nathan this. I think it was like literally our
A long
first.
time ago, I think I had mentioned it to you because
Yeah.
every day, regardless, we have to make a
Yeah.
choice, and regardless, we choose each other. Like regardless, I got to choose you every day I wake up. Especially if you're like boyfriend and girlfriend, and you're just dating every day. Like regardless, uh, you're a choice that I make every day. Like I love you regardless.
Yeah.
And it's like a non-negotiable in your life
Yeah.
is each other and the love for each other. And I was gonna relate it to like the gym, but I feel like I'd just be yapping at that point.
It's okay. Well, what started that conversation was like I was going through a lot of identity crises because I had dropped out of college from computer science and math to do nails and started doing nails. Well, then I get into nail school and I'm like, I don't want to do this. And I'm like, Nathan, I don't know what the crap I'm doing. Like, I don't want to do any of this. Like, I just don't know. And he said, every day is a choice. We wake up and choose who we are, who we want to be that day. And you may not be the same person you chose to be yesterday. And I think we were also like fighting addiction too with the pens and gummies and stuff.
Yeah.
And that was like one of the things that helped bring us out of it was like every day you choose who you want to be. And so yeah, it was hard. Yeah, it sucked. And yeah, you make the wrong decision.
You're gonna fall.
Yeah, but what's that one thing? I think it says it in your Stoic book. Something about falling but getting back up again.
Oh, a wise man falls 7 times, gets up 8. I think they have that in the Bible too.
Yeah.
You fall down 7 times, you get up 8. If you
like Spider-Man.
fall down 99 times, you get up 100 times, and that's just how it is.
It makes me think of Spider-Man too. Our next little date, well, it'll be like kind of a date, but hang out with friends too. We're gonna go see the Spider-Man movie.
It's gonna be so
I'm
awesome.
so excited. But yeah, so just make sure you separate time for one-on-one with each other at least once or twice a week. And I've had people in the gym even be like, they'll ask how old we are, and we're 22. I mean, and we've been together for 6 years, and they're like, "Wow, you've been together for so long, and you're so young, but you're so wise." And this older lady, I don't know exactly how old she is, but she's older than us, and she's already had kids, like they're in their 20s and everything.
She's a nice lady.
And I'll never forget when I was talking to her, and she's like, "Wow, like y'all are very wise for y'all's age. You've got so much life ahead of you, and it sounds like you've already lived so much life too." And so that's another reason we kind of wanted to talk about this and film videos like this.
Who knows who wants to also hear it, you know?
And who needs it?
Like it could help somebody out there.
Yeah, if it helps one person, we did our job. That's for sure. You got anything you want to add, Berry Dog? Here.
I feel like as parents too, people should look into reading more on Stoicism and everything. I read something that like in the Stoicism 101 book the other day. It said, look at the labels in your life or titles that you apply to yourself and what others apply to you, and see what comes with that. See what aspects would go with that. Like being a father, what do you imagine the aspects of a father have? For me, it would be like prideful but not arrogant, and not envious of others. Just being able to control myself from lust, addictions, and things like that. Just being able to control my eyes as well, because there's so many distractions out there. You never know, and it's you if you can control that and you can apply the different things that you have as a title, you can also be more fulfilled in your purpose, because you can apply that title and be like, okay, this is my purpose now. I have purpose because of this title. And if you feel like that title hurts you in any way, you can disassociate yourself from that title and not apply it to you.
And don't do the actions associated.
Yeah, if whatever actions you don't feel associate with that, like the a father or anything else that you may apply to yourself, don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
But
For example, my friend Rayla, we were talking about, when we get back in the gym, like after having kids and everything, like we're not wearing the same outfits we did before. Like the booty scrunch, the half sports bra, this, and this. And it's because of that title of a mother. It's like now you've got eyes on you. And I think that's the biggest part when it comes to bringing in the family. You got eyes on you, and they learn exactly what you gonna do. They're gonna copy it. They're gonna. I mean, and it's so much. The more we learn about it, the more it's just like, whoa. They like it's
they're like a
important,
sponge.
literally, in their first few years. And so, just self-reflect. That is a great point. I'm glad you brought that up. Self-reflect and take care of you, because if you yourself aren't taken care of and you yourself aren't happy with your own life, your own titles, you're not going to be happy in a relationship.
And if you're not happy in your relationship and all that, and if you are a parent or anything, you can't take care of someone else. And even if you can't find happiness just being yourself, you can't love another person as well. So if you, like, you need to find a point of self love as well.
Yes, and that's one of the biggest factors. It's almost impossible to learn how to love somebody else when you're still learning how to love yourself. So go on that little self discovery arc.
Yeah.
I know I did it. I went on it.
And I feel like I'm still on it.
Yeah.
But it happens. You gotta sit there. You'll rediscover yourself every few months, and you'll find more aspects about yourself you didn't know.
Yep.
So it's just something to do, something to learn from.
I think that's pretty much all we got for today, guys.
Try to find your eudaimonia. I think that's the inner peace thing. But try to find that peace within yourself, not from outside sources. Lessen your wants. Just get what you need in life and from life, and love one another.
Period. Thank you guys for watching today. We hope you enjoyed.
And don't stay lost.
Stay limitless.
Love y'all, bro.
Bye.